Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered brings a once Vita-exclusive to more platforms than I could have ever imagined. 13 years after its original release, this solo-focused action RPG, updated visuals, English text, and improved performance. It's still a pretty modest title, but the Remastered achieves its goal of delivering a satisfying, grind-heavy Mobile Suit experience with just enough polish to feel refreshed. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered centers around the campaign from Gundam Seed, Seed Destiny, and several spin-offs such as Astray and Stargazer. Players can choose between Zaft, Earth Alliance, or Orb, with each route offering a separate route through some familiar set pieces and scenarios. The narrative itself is delivered through static images and brief lines of dialogue, offering minimal content if you're new to this type of game. Fans of the anime will have no trouble filling in the gaps, but it can get messy if you're playing this blind and trying to follow the various factions along with the who and why of the encounters. Progression remains the core appeal of this adventure. As missions are completed, players unlock mobile suits, increase pilot stats, and gain the resources needed to tune individual units. The suit roster is pretty extensive in this release, featuring models that are rarely seen in other Gundam titles. This kind of means that you can probably enjoy this game without really caring about the narrative, but a lot of the joy from this campaign is being saved by a particular character in a heated match, and actually really knowing the nuances of these character scenes. But let's move on. Gameplay strikes a balance between the speed of Gundam Versus and the slower paced battles of Battle Operation 2. Each suit includes melee, ranged, and special attacks along with boost mobility that requires careful management. The limited early game unlocks can feel a bit restricted, but the pace improves as more tuning options become available, but that only requires you to complete more missions. Customization is where the systems begin to shine. Players can upgrade mobility, weapon power, defense, and more. Switching Strike Gundam's packs mid-mission, such as moving from AL to Sword, allows for a more tactical approach. The combat loop encourages experimentation, and later battles demand more precision, such as the use of mechanics and better equipment. I'll also add that space battles are where I had the most fun, but also found the most frustration, especially with the vertical movement and the finicky lock-on system. I'd say that for the first 5 hours of gameplay, you don't really need to spend too much time tinkering with the suits and pilots, but eventually, you'll need to fine-tune your suits. There's a really cool system of requirements depending on the pilot and the suit that you're trying to equip. This feeds into what I touched on earlier, that mid to late game is where the action really finds its footing. And on that note, this game is about 20 hours long, with extra difficulty options to unlock even more after you complete the missions. These systems act as a way to pace you through the game, and for good reason, as it keeps it from becoming repetitive. Missions are short, with performance-based ranks that unlock additional content. Some paths branch depending on which faction you choose, and there are optional EX challenges for more difficult encounters. While the structure avoids large-scale set pieces or dramatic shifts in pacing, the steady flow of content and unlocks keeps things engaging for players who enjoy completing objectives while collecting all the mobile suits. The custom protagonist feels super disconnected from the story, and the game avoids meaningful narrative choices or character involvement. Those who are unfamiliar with the source material may find it difficult to engage with some of these events that are taking place. I actually hope we eventually move away from the character creator format in these mobile suit games, because I don't actually want to hang out with these characters. I want to freaking be them. So give me a well-rounded, narrative-driven mobile suit game with real stakes and character writing to supplement that. While a custom protagonist works, I never care about them. The visuals for this release has received a solid update. Mobile suits now feature better lighting and textures, though the environments remain rather simple. The UI is much cleaner than the original, although sometimes it's hard to pay attention to the action and read some of the mission details that require me to look at the subtitles. On PC, there's no option to fully remap controls, but despite that, the game performs great. Load times are quick and the frame rate remains stable while playing. Given that this game was designed for handheld play, the mission structure is developed around that, so although PC offers a prettier experience, the Switch might provide the best user experience overall. Voice acting from the original cast returns, maintaining the connection to the anime. The music blends orchestral themes with rock and electronic elements, matching the energy of large-scale mobile suit battles. This is the first time this game is releasing in English, and I found the localization to be decent. And as I touched on before, the lack of an English dub might make you miss some mission instructions, but the translation seemed fine to me. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered sticks closely to its original design. It doesn't aim to compete with modern action games, but succeeds in delivering a focused solo Gundam experience. While the missing co-op and limited storytelling might disappoint some players, the core combat loop, strong suit variety, and stat progression offer plenty of content for fans of the genre. For longtime Gundam Seed followers and players familiar with handheld Gundam titles, this is a welcome return. It captures the appeal of its era and brings it to new hardware without overreaching. Noisy Pixel is giving Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth, and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.